And this is where the research starts. So I'm going to open up Instagram. I'm going to show you how this works, okay, when dealing with Instagram. Remember, number one, Instagram is just an expensive version of Backpage. So I'm going to show you a couple of IG models to prove my point. One of them that I'm going to show you is somebody that I've talked about before that I've actually have a connection with. I didn't sleep with this model, but one of them, you'll have to guess. I know her backstory, okay, and I might explain some of it, but you might not know who it is. But I've explained her story on my channel several times because I know some inside information about how that works. So I'm gonna show you some prototypes that you guys probably already know. You probably seen some of these IG models before. Let's see. Make sure. I hope this works though. I hope this works. So right now, what I'm gonna bring up, I'm gonna show you this one. So this is obviously an escort, right? This is the model that got Anthony Edwards in trouble recently. This is Dream Page, whatever. The one where she said, "Oh, I'm pregnant," and I think she was. Now that I'm looking at the information, I don't even think she ever was pregnant. I think she was just playing around. You know, this is the same girl talking about, "Oh, I've had apparently now she's pro-life. She's pro-life now." And she took $100K for the abortion, allegedly, right? This is the one that got Anthony in trouble. So this is her page, okay? You can see she's basically displaying herself. Now, there are Instagram models on here that basically show themselves like that, and they have 500 followers. So they're all in the same boat, all of them. But with her, it's obvious that she sells herself. When we joke about these things, it's clear that she's been to the Saudi Arabia and these places and got crapped on. It's clear. Like, she's obvious. This is obvious, right? Oh, she has another page. Okay. So let's click this page. Okay. So this is her official business page right here. So you see, this one might be a little bit more conservative of her, but it's still the same thing. Just her showing her butt. Basically, it's a meat market. So right here, you'll have her page. Okay. Now, I'm afraid to click this link. I don't even want to click the link, but I'm pretty sure anybody that knows her, she has an OnlyFans. So I'm pretty sure that's what's going to click. So I don't even want that on my thing. So right here, I have all the IG models listed up, lined up on my search bar for you guys. I make sure it's nice and organized so that you have the obvious, okay, she's for the game. It's so obvious, right? So this is an easy target I just showed you. So now I'm going to show you some other prototypes. So right here, let me show you something. I don't know why it's not. Okay. So her, I'm sorry to put these people out there, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Okay. So this is the average broad, right? What people don't understand about this particular person, I've sent her a DM before on some business type stuff. Nothing nefarious. But it's interesting. I remember last year she appeared on my algorithm again. I'm like, what? Okay. She had last year, I shit you not, she did not have more than 1,000 something followers. And she only had you see how she only has 87 posts? She had way less than that. And that's how easy the game is. And this is a regular broad. This is a regular broad, right? So when you see something like this, she belongs to the streets, right? So you see artist in her thing. Let's see. It seems regular, but everything that you see on her page is what you need to see. You see her out, especially when you start seeing them outside of hotels. You see that they're always in a hotel next to a beach or so. This is how you know, right? But what's interesting is celebrities go after girls like this because they're looking at her follower count and they're like, oh, I can get that. She's gonna be impressed by this, right? Let me see, SAC state, that might be, and you'll be surprised, even at the state universities, the easy access celebrities or entertainers can go after that. So the average black male athlete is going to look at this and be like, oh, nobody been with her yet. And this is false. Look how fast her follower count went up. Okay. Let's go to the next one because I'm just showing you. So and especially in her case, she doesn't have a link tree. So everything's just going to go direct to her. She might have to change that, but all right. So okay. Let's give you a popular one. So I know a lot of people know who this is, right? So you'll have, I'm trying to think of another Instagram model's name. You know how you'll have certain Instagram models that literally just show their butt, or basically their whole platform is just them. It's a fitness page. You put it in quotation marks, but uh, um, it's just them in tight fitting clothing, and it just it's another way to show themselves off, right? So right here, you already know when you look at her page, it's the average stuff, right? But I will say this, without Instagram, this girl right here, what you don't understand, without Instagram, her ceiling wouldn't even be the quarterback of the team. It wouldn't even be, I'm talking about who she could secure as a man. Her ceiling would be literally like a farmer type chick, a dude, where basically she would just be that would be the highest that she could probably go if she stayed in her town. Maybe she went to college, she could find somebody, but you doubt it. The best thing that she could be in a college without an Instagram is just another body, for one of the athletes running through all the broads. So that would be her highest. But with Instagram, if you have a certain body shape, you could literally go to 1 million. She has 1 million followers on Instagram. Now, what people mistake the followers for, she's still broke. What people don't understand, she's still broke. And at best, she's being sponsored, right? I've met, I don't want to put her Instagram, but there's another girl I know that's via Instagram. We've linked before. And she told me, she said she has several sugar daddies, right? And if your finesse game is right as a model, quote unquote, you could literally be cleaning up out here, right? Meaning you don't even have to give up that much tail, and you can actually get what you want out here. But if you actually look, like I said, I said this the other day, both of those girls that I'm talking about right now, they have a similar thing. Nice body, but their face is like, I'm not saying she's not pretty, but she's really, if you see a girl, I see plenty of girls like this. This is what you would qualify, what you say, an adjustable 6, right? What Kevin Samuels would say. But with Instagram, the following that she gets, let me see how many posts she got. So 1,761 posts. So she's probably been on here for years. So let me see, because they say she's saying she has a YouTube. Let's follow the super link. So you got, okay, right? So this is the norm, what she has. This is something, Amazon gift code, whatever, giveaways, whatever. So the front is the business. So the business is the front. So you'll have a CEO, one of the finance bros. Hey, just come here. What's your price? An hour. Okay, hour, 152. So she's not that low on the totem pole for her price. So her price is probably like according to her follower count. So her price for an hour is probably like, what, 500, something like that. That wouldn't be on the higher end, but that would be somebody that thinks she's higher end. So it would be, I know girls that are not even that pretty that they'll have their front, but really what they charge for an hour is like 1,000, something crazy like that. So they only want the top to pay for their services, but they're like actual escorts. Like they know they're escorts. Like they're selling, you know what I'm saying? But right here, a girl like this, she wouldn't consider herself a prostitute, but that's what she is, right? Let me check the YouTube because they said she has a YouTube, but this will be like that, like how an average broad could get like 1 million followers, and in her mind, she's the type to say, I need somebody that makes this type of money or better. So in her mind, she thinks her level is a millionaire just because she has 1 million followers. That's how she works. Even though the follower count on Instagram, it doesn't mean anything because these hoes is still broke out here. But that's how she would think. So let's see. They said she has a YouTube channel. It might be. I think it's gonna be the same old. So she got and then so that's not
go shopping.
Yeah, this is just, it's literally, her YouTube is just basically just her just doing regular stuff that every normal human being does. But because she has a particular body shape, she can move up in the game, especially with the Instagram. So I'm pretty sure, athletes been through, like girl like her, especially when you talk about the fitness pages, which I'm going to get to next, they go through women like this all the time. Like they just go through them. So there's no way she could settle down for the average man. She's like, I'm talking about pro athletes been through her easily. But you could tell that she'll be stingy with the athletes, but that's her goal. Her aim is that, not like the average Joe, and she's already being financed for. She's being completely financed. She already has she got 238,000 subs on YouTube for just existing. So she's set for now. She's set for now. So that's like the average Instagram model, bro. So let's bring up, if I can bring up. Oh, and another thing. When we talk about, if we talk about masseuses, right? Instagram massage therapists, those are prostitutes. that's obvious. But you know, that I forgot to say that, but that's pretty obvious. Now, anybody that knows CB Claire Fountain, I've seen her on Bleacher Report. Like, she's moved up in the game. I remember her page, I'm talking about like 2013 or 2014. So she's really moved up. I would have sworn she had way more followers than 155,000, because I've literally seen her with like NBA athletes doing like yoga stuff. So that's another thing where I'm showing you this prototype. Any prototype where you see yoga is her main thing, that's automatic, meaning like yoga, spiritual teacher, therapist, masseuse. That's the point I was bringing up. If you see any of that and therapists followed like right next to it, and you'll see her page. She's like, well, it's not too bad. But if you look at her, if you knew Claire Fountain's old stuff, it was literally her in her best yoga outfits and her stretching. And we already know what that is. It's basically just her with tight fitting clothes, and it's just her just showing off her features, right? Which isn't a bad thing, but I'm just telling you that's what it was. So basically things like this, like now she's posting like regular stuff, it looks like. But she would post, I'm talking about when she was, because around 10 years ago or 8 years ago, she was in her 20s. So she was in better shape, where she was more attractive to the average, right? So now she's kind of getting up there. She can't really, like, especially when it comes to fitness, you can't, a lot of the stuff that men find attractive, a lot of that is like, I don't know what to call it. Would it be like baby fat? A lot of it is just like baby fat. And when you are a particular age, you can hold that weight. Now, it's healthier now as she's getting up more in age to be a less thicker, if you know what I'm saying. I'm trying to see if I can go down. I don't know how far down I could go in terms of years. Oh, 109. I don't know if I can get back to like. So basically, okay, so when you see girls doing stuff like this, with her doing these poses out there, you know what I'm saying? So was basically most of her posts during that time. I'm talking about 2014, 2015, 2016, 2017, 2018. That was most of her posts. Now it's kind of changed because she's probably in a different phase of her life. But that was basically most of her stuff. And that's something that like NBA athletes been through that. Just to let you know, because I've literally seen her do videos with Stephon Diggs, LeBron James. I'm not saying LeBron James smashed, but he probably did. A girl like her, she'll sign an NDA. She won't expose you like the yoga girls, the masseuse girls, right? The girl, the one of the masseuses that actually stuck up for Deshaun Watson on one of the news. Like, girls like that, they're not bad. Like, you could like that a side chick like that is not too bad. But I'm just telling you, that's basically what that is. She's probably been paid for her services, obviously, but you know, she used to have her, they always sell the same thing, the flat tummy tea, you know, that's stuff. So yeah, so let me get, okay, so right here, this is one of the main ones right here. So girls like this, you see how she's all thick, right? One of those thick girls, right? That ninjas love, right? Girls like that, I'm talking about NBA ninjas, been through all of that. Football player, when we're talking about entertainers, football players, been through that, right? Let me see. So yeah, so right here, this is, and she's Afro-Latin. So when you see when you look at her bio, owner of Divine Energy Company, that's the front, right? So to get through to her services, guy will DM, hey, I'm going to put this money in here. Do you want to talk more business? Boom. And that's it. You know what I mean? That's how it goes. But you see, like the sloppiness, stuff like that. This is what those NBA players love. So to us, let me give you another example of something similar. So this will be kind of another fitness page. I hope I'm picking the right one. So you see how that's kind of like, even though technically that's fat, but when you are 6'8", 6'9", So to us, that might be fat, right? But if you're 6'8", 6'7", 6'6", when you're one of these people, when you're one of those mutants in that space, or let me bring it back to is her page still there? Dream. Okay, let's bring back Dream page. Let me bring back this. This will be a perfect example. So let's bring her page back again. So people could say, oh, she's fat, she's this, she's that, oh, she overweight, because she's overweight and she has a BBL. And she has a BBL. But if you are one of those big athletes, everybody looks small to you. If you're like 6'5", 6'6", 6'7", everybody looks small to you. So they like how I would look at, for example, because I'm not going to tell you who I saw in real life, even though you. So let me bring her up. So this girl is small. I can already tell this is a small girl. She cannot be more than 5'2", 5'3", okay? You see the way how probably the average man would look at Jada Pinkett Smith? Like, this is a small girl. That's how those athletes will look. So she would be small to me, even though I'm already 5'7", but she's probably like 5'2", 5'3". So she would be at my chest. So that would be small to me. So now you take a girl like this, that's probably of similar size, 5'5", 5'6", 5'7", okay? Compared to an NBA athlete, how big isn't he like 6'5", 6'6", Kobe Bryant size? Rest in peace. So she's literally a foot smaller. When you are an NBA athlete, all of them are going to look small to you. All of them are going to look fun size, I should say. All of them are going to look fun size to you. So all the girls that the average man's trying to play with because they look fun size, right? I don't like that term, but these are the terms that men use to describe these people. Those are fun size to the NBA athlete. So she might be fat to you, but that's fun size to them. Okay, so let me bring up a point. So when you see particular Hispanic, especially Hispanic IG models on here, I wish I had another one saved. I was going to show you a perfect example. This girl from Colombia that went viral. So girls like this, talk about like you don't even want to know how ran through she. you guys if you knew, I'm talking about girls like this, especially she's Mexican. You do not want to know how ran through. It would I'm talking about too. And if you're looking at her, we just off the face, you're like, no way. Yes way. And I promise you, she's not more than 5'3". But I'm telling you, NBA, remember when I showed you, I don't know if I ever showed people this, but it was like that Hispanic girl, like really pudgy Spanish girl who was bragging about, go get you an NBA athlete. And mistakenly, she thought that he was taking her seriously. And I was like, oh, this is going to end bad. And it literally, like the next video, it was of her crying. She was like, why don't they want to stay with me? I have my own apartment and blah, blah, blah. And I'm just literally like, I feel bad because I'm like, man, nobody going to tell her. You know what I mean? But that's basically, that's the average. When we're talking about the average, like this is right up Tyreek Hill's lane right here. This is right up Tyreek Hill's lane, right up his lane. This is right up his lane right here. So be careful with that. Black male athletes. And then obviously she's 22. And her email is right there. So that's for business, if you know what I'm saying. So right here, I'm going to show you another prototype that you'll see a lot here. So here, this is what I'm going to call a family woman, right? She has a lot of followers too, 488,000 followers. I've seen her around for a while. I think she broke up with the dude that she's with, her baby father. I don't remember if they were married, but this is what you would call, even though she's on IG, right? And she has an Hispanic background. Even though she's showing off all that stuff on IG, she is you believe it or not, she is a family woman. She is a family woman, right? Now, women like this usually try to secure chads. I'm talking about, or in her case, particularly, a Ramon. Okay, what would be a Mexican chad? A Ramon, right? So it used to be, her page used to be her, the Ramon, and her two kids. So when you see like certain girls crying, talking about, I gave him everything and blah, blah, blah. I was a family girl. I was a good girl. And in all particular cases, yeah, she probably was. But girls like that, they only give their all to chads. And obviously that's not going to work, because there's many of hers. There's a lot of hers, right? But very few, in her case, Ramones. Okay. So I haven't kept up with her lately, but I'll say this: I have. There are people that I know that have info on her situation, and like I said, it's basically what I explained. So I kind of gave it away here, but you'll see a lot of these. She is a like I said, she is a family woman. Oh, she has a link tree. Hold on for a sec. Let's see what's the link tree. Okay, so yeah, this is the average. This is the average link tree stuff right here. But you'll, like I said, you'll have girls like this. She is a family woman, right? But she still belongs to the game because look at her Instagram. But girls like that, when you see them say, "I was a good woman, I was doing this," she gave her all, but the guy was like a supreme Chad, and and like I said, she's kind of like one of those former plus size models that ended up, going to the gym and toning herself. So girls like that end up securing a Tyrone or a Chad, they let those guys cheat. And I'm gonna just leave it at that. Girls like that be kind of undercutting the game because they'll let their guys cheat until it's too late. Cardi B style. Okay, did I go over everybody? And then one more, another fitness page, right? That's another thing. If it's a fitness page, you already know what that means. Okay. Right. So you have another girl like this, fitness nutritional coach, right? She's really a personal trainer for real, right? Been in competitions, I think, from what I remember, but in real life, she's actually very mid, but she has a body on her, right? So you'll see D-list celebrities get that real quick, right? But let's look at the follower count. So girls like that, you'll be surprised. You'll be like, oh, she mid, but she got a body. Oh, let me get, this is a steal right here. No, but Instagram, like I said, with Instagram, the reason why you're not going to get the average girl to delete her Instagram is because the places that she can go to, right? The places that she can get flown out to, they're not going to give up that agency. That's not going to happen where she's just going to give that up. Okay, she has a link tree, so let's look at that link tree. Okay, not bad. But, still sponsored. But let me, before I let you guys go, I'm going to give you another insight. Because like I said, because I don't think people understand, especially black male athletes, they don't understand a little bit. But let me hide my stuff real quick. Let me show you something, because this is something that I don't think people are noticing, but I'm already noticing it. So right here, because even people in the industry are noticing this. Okay, so let's see. Hopefully, did that work? Yes, it did. Okay, so I don't know if anybody else has been noticing this, but there have been an advent of female athletes photo shoots that have been kind of gaining more traction in the algorithm. So female athletes will have their photo shoot. They've been doing this for a while now, but now it's really gaining traction now. So where, oh shit, so I see somebody's comment is crazy up top. Yo, somebody's looking at this. The comment is crazy up top. But what you're seeing now is the algorithm is picking up on the amount of clicks, the amount of Instagram followers that they'll post somebody that's literally, because once the high school girl commits to her new her college, and then they'll have the photo shoot, and she'll be just 18 or 17 or 18 or even younger, 16 maybe, but mostly 17, 18, 19. They'll post their new photo with the commitment of, this is the new school that I'm in, or I'm a freshman, right? And girls like that gain followers overnight, like just like that. Like they'll be from literally 1,000 followers or 5,000 followers to like 100,000 overnight when they post photos like this, because there is a demand for female athletes and for them to basically kind of look pretty while doing it. Okay. And this gains more traction, just the photo shoots alone, than them actually playing in the games. Okay. So like, so you see like the stud right next to her, she's not going to get no followers. Okay. So they make sure. And by the way, I talked about this. Girls like that, with that hairstyle, with that 101 Dalmatians look, you better stay away from that. You better stay away from if you see girls with that, it's that because Kalani has been making that famous. right? So let's check how many followers she got. 166,000 followers and only 54 posts. So that shows you, let me see when she took those photo shoots, right? Let's do some research real quick. Let's check. Oh, that was her. That was, wow. Anybody seen this video? Where it was like a one-on-one with that dude YouTuber and that okay. So that's why she also gained traction in the algo. Let's see. But look, not that many. So I'm gonna just stay there. I don't want to go further so people don't say anything. Oh, well, it's not her first year, but that's how it's the demand. It's the demand. Business inquiries. Anyway, but like I said, I know plenty of girls, right, with that particular, not athletes, because I'm off that, but that have that in the bio. People that I even follow myself, but I already know them personally. So hopefully that didn't take too long. But this is the guide, guys. This is the guide. You must follow this so you do not get trapped. This stuff is killing me. I'm talking about the best of our black male athletes getting trapped by somebody. Then they get shocked. Like, they'll get shocked when they find these people's phones and they realize they've been around the world and I. You know what I'm saying? So this is something that I hope that people just use it as a guide. Just use it as a guide. You know what I'm saying? Just use it as a guide. And what you use with that information, have at it. But this is the guide right here. This is the Holy Grail.